Got you spoiled. Okay.
You're live.
Oh yeah.
Tom,
Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3 4. Can everybody hear me? Okay. All right. I don't know if everybody remember me telling you about this market was going to trade a lot different than a typical market. Ordinarily, I'd be just plowing in here, but I want to be very careful because you've got a holiday tomorrow. Actually, you're going to trade like a Friday market, okay? And so you got to be aware of that on the trade. So your strategy has to change a little bit, okay? But I've got one, as always, for everybody that wants to listen and respond. But there's a high degree of risk involved in trading, and past performance is not indicative of future results, even though I wish it was. In my opinion, you have to do your own due diligence. Let's talk about yesterday's great trade on the QQQ. And how many people like the fact that you got invited to a meeting on Monday like that? Give me some feedback. How many people like the fact that I said, hey, I'm going to include everybody? Well, guess what, folks? Next Monday, we're gonna do it with the old school people on Monday, next Monday. And the reason is me personally, I could give you trades all day long, but I want to teach you, and that's my motivation because you're going to do a lot better. I don't I don't know if we'll show you this or not, but you saw the results of somebody well trained in what I teach them. Okay. But anyway, it's a great trade, 88 cent enter, $1.09. If you didn't day trade it and got out this morning, you made money, went to 247. And you know, and this is something that you got to know. Todd's been with me a long time. He got out half at $1.44, took his money back that he put at risk, and he let the other half go. He got out of the other half at 238. Let's all give Todd a hand. That's the way you should have traded yesterday. That's the way I traded yesterday. Okay. I got out. Todd, I hate to disappoint you. Old teacher did a little bit better. I got at 247. Okay. Anyway, that was yesterday, and that was what happened. And if you made the trade, I want you to smile. That's I call it educational credit. Anytime you can trade live with me, I tell you this all the time. Carol will tell you, all the people that's been one-on-one with me will tell you it's money in your bank if you take the effort to be face-to-face with me, okay? Now, next slide, please. You can't expect those gains every day, but what you can expect by following the process, you'll know whether to be long, short, or out. We're going to go through that process today, okay? And I chose the QQQ because it's highly liquid. I love trading QQQ. Has daily expirations. I got flexibility and gives me an opportunity to show you some strategies that will grow your account. I talk to a lot of people that, that end up, in my estimation, thinking too small. If I'm the guy, then get involved with me and let me teach you how to do this. Kerry up there is just smiling from ear to ear because he danced around, spent a lot of money, and eventually he recognized I was his guy. Now he's my guy too. Okay, that's Kerry, for example. Deb, another example. Carol, another example. Chris, if he's here. I decided to go live every Monday this month and next. So, and that's with old school. So what we've done is we've making old school a can't say no project. So if you want to get the extra bonus, you got to be signed up. I don't know how long I'm going to do this, and that's the way it is. Robbie, you're not an old school. I did the old school class. I obviously did that. This is a old school 3.0. It makes it different from what you did. Next slide. Now, I want to review MTI by DTI because I think old school and MTI fit like a glove, okay? It was developed and designed to get you on the right side of the market. We look at both a long-term basis and a short-term basis with MTI. If you look at the following examples, the first thing you'll notice is two sets of MTI lines. Now, this is Apple. Apple is bullish, trading above the lines right there on the shorter term and on the longer term. That's why I'm bullish on Apple. It's real simple. Above all four lines, I look to go long. Below all four lines, I look to go short. Now, then we look over the short term for timing. If you look at Apple right now on a short term basis, it's basically saying don't do a short term Apple trade, give it a little room. Okay. And that's where you bring in, Monday's high, Monday's low, and all the stuff that goes along with Apple. So Apple's got my hands off right now, waiting for the market to finish correcting. When you find a stock in between the MT lines on long-term chart, you should stay out and wait for a better entry or find a better stock to trade. Let's go look at the Seven Sisters and come to a conclusion about today's market. So let's do that, Jonathan. Let's go live and look at the Seven Sisters and some ideas I've got for stocks. Bob, I would advise you with me doing live trading, okay, in July. I'd advise you to get on board and we'll record the class and you'll get all that live trading prep, okay? That's a big bonus, okay? If you find that beneficial to you, okay? So this is the E-mini. Does everybody look at the right-hand chart and see how the E-mini is consolidating there? Does everybody see that? That's a consolidation. You got to give it more time when you see that. Jonathan, what's the high of the day of the E-mini?
It's like 55.61, or that was yesterday's high, I think. High today is 55.58.
I can't hear you. Are you talking? Are you
Today's high
muted?
is 55.58. Let me know in the chat if you can hear me.
I have this thing muted. Let me see if I got this one muted.
Folks in the chat, let me know if you
Does
can
anybody
hear
hear Jonathan? I don't hear him. That's weird. I don't hear you, Jonathan. I wonder why I can't hear him. Adam came in to work on it. Let's see, probably on my end. Yes.
Well, he's not talking.
Jonathan, say something. We're checking you out, see if we can hear you.
Yep, I'm here.
Now we can hear you.
Good deal.
Okay.
Thanks, Adam.
Wonder why that happened that way.
I don't know, but we are good to go, ready to move on. Thanks to Adam. Thank you, Adam.
Thanks, Adam. Computer mechanics, what I call him.
The high today is 55.58.
All right, put an alert at 55.58 for me.
$55.58.
All right, go to the NASDAQ, please. Does everybody see how the NASDAQ is below those two lines right there? Can y'all see that? Jonathan, what's the high of, or where's that white line come across? Set an alert there.
Like 2220, 2220.
What is that? Say that again.
It's like 20220.
Okay, about 30 points up. Okay. All right, let's go. Forget the Dow. Go to crude oil.
So
Let's say crude oil is bullish. All right, jump over to USO. Bullish. XLE. What's the high of that XLE right there, Jonathan?
that high is 89.76.
Set a trigger right there on XLE. All right, let's go to gold. And gold's got more consolidating to do because of the longer term picture. Everybody see that? Speaking of that, Jonathan, what is the high of that white line on the left-hand chart?
2351.
Set an alert there for me, will you? Let's go to silver.
Silver
30,
monthly.
looks like 30.35. Set an alert at 30.35 off MTI right there, 30.35. All right, TLT. What's the high of TLT over there on that right-hand chart, that green line?
94.16.
94.16. Okay. All right. Let's look at NVIDIA. High of the day.
$133.72.
NVIDIA is trading 33.35. Set an alert there for me, will you? Microsoft.
The white line, top white line on the right shorter term chart is at 448.18.
All right, set an alert there. Netflix. What's that high, that green line on the short term above the white?
These highs right here.
Yeah.
The
That
high
high.
today is 681.63.
Set an alert there. Okay. Uh, let's see. QQQ. Let's look at QQQ. Yesterday's high was what?
486.86.
And what was today's high?
486.88.
All right, set it for 86, 80, 487. Set me an alert at 487. All right, so now I've gone through several stocks with triggers. That's the first step of finding good stocks to buy. Let's, John, remember the spreadsheet? Let's bring up a spreadsheet and I'm gonna give you some things I want to look at, okay? On a spreadsheet. He,
This is a little curveball here. Let me find the spreadsheet real quick.
yeah, I'll just wait for you. Yeah, I want to give you some numbers on what we just covered and show people how to set up a day here. Y'all like what I'm doing, folks, showing you how to find money? It's like an Easter egg hunt.
Okay, this was our spreadsheet from the other day. We can recreate it.
Okay, let's recreate it. I want to start out something new. Okay, let's start out with the E-mini. Where did I say it had to go above to turn bullish? 58, wasn't it?
Yeah, I'll bring up all the alerts here and
Yeah.
look at it. E-mini 55.48.
Okay. 55.48. The high? That's the high?
548 is the alert we set because it was the high of the day. Set by
58.
55.58. That's why we double check.
Yeah. I know my memory's
I
good, but
see what I'm looking at the current price
oh,
and not the trigger that we set 55.58.
all right, 55.58. Perfect. That's your trigger there. NASDAQ trigger we said was 202.30, I think, if I remember correctly. NASDAQ.
220.
Okay. QQQ trigger was 187, wasn't it?
484.
The current price in there, I think.
I did it again, 487.
Okay. Uh NVIDIA 33.75. Netflix. What was Netflix? I forget what it was. Netflix was
Call it 678. Nope.
yeah, 681.
816.
Okay. Microsoft, we said was about 448, wasn't it?
448 quarter or so.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's do XSP. Go back to MTI and look at XSP.
All right. High of the day, 548.65.
All right, put that in there. And XLE, put our trigger for it.
XLE trigger was 89.75.
What was it? 89.75?
Yeah.
Okay.
Give you a reminder and myself as well. We looked at the high, the high of the day, which technically is 89.76, but
89.76.
that's fine.
And where's the lower line on XLE? 88 something?
88.41 on the long-term chart, or excuse me,
Yeah.
short-term chart.
That's what I need, 88.41. You gave me the number I needed. Okay. All right. So let's go back to your spreadsheet. All right. The first thing I do is I go through and look at potential general market information, E-mini NASDAQ. It's clear that the market right now is correcting. I mean, we're 13 points below the high. The NASDAQ is about 30 points below its high. Well, more than that, it's about 80 points. QQQ is below its high by about 4. Okay. NVIDIA is 33.38. That looks fairly close. Netflix, let me find Netflix. Netflix 678. Okay. Microsoft XSP is 548.65 and XLE. Okay, let me ask you, out of all these, okay, which one would be probably the most likely one to go up based on the current situation? Which one would you choose? I would choose NVIDIA and I'd choose XLE. Okay, so let's go to the roadmap next and put those two in there. XLE. Okay. What's the high of that bar right there on the roadmap? That red bar.
Which red bar?
That one. The last one.
89.15.
89.15 for XLE. Can you set an alert there and put it on our spreadsheet?
Done.
All right. That's XLE. Let's look at NVIDIA. NVIDIA. What's that high of NVIDIA right there?
High of the day, 133.70. We had 133.75.
That's good. Okay. So if those, either one of those two go off, I'm going to look at a vertical spread on NVIDIA, a vertical spread where I buy a call, sell a call, and I'm going to look at a put spread selling a put on XLE. Okay. With those two. Everybody got what I'm looking for? Say yes. Say yes. Okay. Now, Jonathan, let's review the option blueprint for TNT.
All right, back to the slide deck. We've got 3 or 4 slides to showcase that.
Okay, let's do it real quick. All right, this is something we publish every month after the 8th trading day of the month. And if you look, we picked 5 stocks. Our 5 stocks this month were Apple, Google, Berkshire, NVIDIA, and Ross Stores. Ross Stores has been a big winner. Jonathan, didn't you tell me 3 of these are already hit? Or 2 of them had triggered? NVIDIA, Ross, and Apple. This is something we do every month in our TNT program, long term, and every month we have so far, knock on wood, of course, we've been generating 30 to 40% return on risk every month with our option blueprint. Anybody in TNT, tell me, share with other people why you love it, this option blueprint. I know Todd fell in love with it when he saw it. Dave says he loves it because it works. We're making so much money, Carol says. David says we make money when they hit the triggers. So triggers is a big part of our success, right? Setting the right trigger. Yeah, I agree. Ross has hit first and secondary targets. Look at that. Jonathan, if somebody put $1,000 up, how much would it be worth if they took the option blueprint and TNT?
Well, $1,000, you got to split in thirds. Say 335 times. I'll do the 110 on the 70. Looks like $1,000 on the split three ways on the first. Well, just on that pair right there, that'd be good enough for the example. You booked $180 in profit, you have $300 position remaining, if you will, a third, working towards the third target. 18% net so far, if you're splitting in the thirds.
I'd say that's pretty good, wouldn't you?
Yep, very good.
That's just one of the many features in our TNT program. I recommend that for people that, like to grow their account. Every day I usually find something to do something in there to make money. I like the flexibility of it, and it's great. So that's something that you might consider. All right, let's keep going through our slides. Any other slides we got to do? Okay, last night, let's talk about options old school 3.0. I had so many people sign up. Here they are right here. By the way, I'm going to set up a time to talk to those that have signed up. This concept is not a new concept. We had it years ago. There's 3 phases of old school. Phase 1, learn the playing field, know your tools, roadmap and MTI, know your trading platform, do's and don'ts. That's phase 1. Okay. Phase 2, the DTI method. We believe in it, we practice it, and we use it. We know how to connect the dots. We find the high odds opportunities. We set up a trade. We set targets, and we know when to punt when they don't work. We use time to evaluate our trades. You're looking at Bill right there giving you the old school salute. We're taking theory and applying it and making it an application. There's so much more to old school that's on the surface. If you like futures, I'm going to cover a little bit of that on education and show you how you can take advantage of what's going on in the crude oil market right this second. Using market timing to control risk, setting realistic goals, and growing your assets is why I believe everybody's interested. Qualify for the bonus money live sessions. Get signed up without delay. That is not something I'm going to do for everybody that signs up. But right now, my plan is every Monday at 10, invite my old school members, which is growing by the day. And you will get the rest of this month and next month, every Monday we'll meet, evaluate it, and see how everybody likes it. That's a big bonus. It's $449. Call dtitrader.com/old school, 904-416-1776. Any questions about old school? Jack, if you want MTI, I'll have Jonathan or Adam put the link in there, and you can do it. Yes, Sylvan, you're covered. Dave said you better join. Can you imagine having 6 live sessions with me finding trades and you're paying $449? I think the education comes free, but get joined because I'm really hot on this to get you in there. Yeah, talk to Kelly. Lawrence, talk to Kelly. There is one built in. Yeah, Rob, you're covered. All right, Jonathan, what I'd like to do, none of those 2 have triggered right. Let's take a small break, come back, and we'll talk about what we triggered.
For those that have the roadmap software, looks like we have a brand new update available in the members area, so be sure to go grab that update when you can.
Hey, Brian, thanks for signing up for old school. Anybody else taking me up on this offer? All right. Good, 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 good. Let's do this, if you will. Let's go to a live market, look at XLE. What's the high of XLE, Jonathan? On that bar, that current bar?
Current bar high, 89.16.
I got it 89.02. Let's pull up an account and look at XLE selling a put spread for I think they've got one for Friday, don't they? Let's look at Friday and look at next Friday.
Okay. Here's the change for this Friday.
Okay. Let's see. If you sold a put at 88.5 and bought one at 87.5, what would they pay? 20 cents?
Right now, yep, 2021.
Is that for this Friday?
Yes, it is.
All right, we go to 88.19, Jonathan. Make that a TBUZ All-Star trade.
Okay.
Barbara, you need my referral code for Tasty Trades, what you're looking for? Let me give it to you because they changed it.
Hang on a second. We're at 89. You mean 89.18 as a trigger?
Yeah.
It's a credit put spread. Tom, before we finish up, there's one other thing I need to clear up with you from your 10 tickers since we got you live. Like Netflix just went above our trigger.
Netflix did?
Sure did.
All right, let's do it on Netflix. I want to do a buzz fly. Let's go out to July 19th. At July 19th there.
Yes, it is.
Okay. Where's the price of Netflix?
682 quarter.
All right, do a 690, 95, 700. See what
That's a normal butterfly.
yeah, I might have to stretch it out. All right, hold on. Do a 690, 700, 705.
That's marked about, well, it's a little wide, but marked around 2.25.
All right, 2.25. If we took a 25% profit, let's do two halves. Do one at 15% and one at 30%. Let's do that. 15 and 30. Good to cancel.
Okay, it's marked up to 268, so we got to do a buy under price.
Once you pay 249 max,
Is this a live trade going out to somebody?
I didn't hear you, Jonathan. What'd you say?
Is this a live trade going to a group of ours?
Yeah, just to go to TBUZ All Stars.
Okay. And excuse me, apologies, but I need your buy under price again.
249 is the max I want to pay. Well, they're getting filled at 238. Let's say 239 max we're going to pay. Figure it off 239. 15% target, 30% target. TBUZ All Stars.
15 is 274.
Make it 269.
$310 is your 30%.
304.
All right. Gotta type it up, send it out to TBUZ, folks.
All right, so the other trade I wanted to do is on XLE, but it hadn't triggered. But if you're in TBUZ, we'll send an alert if it does trigger today. Okay. Any questions about the two trades? Want to identify a few people that joined me for old school. Michelle, Joseph, Robin, and Ronald. Thank you. Now, in review, I always start with the trigger number on stocks that fit the criteria. What are the criteria? We're in a bull market. I'm looking for stocks really above the rest, okay? And I take it from a list of stocks I follow. And that's why I can do this and go right to it. And so if you look at the general market, you know, where you would normally go to QQQ or something like that if you just didn't have a stock idea, but it's Tuesday and I've been following Netflix and I've been waiting to put a trade on it. Finally set up today, and so I put a trade on. Okay. And the Buzz Flies on Netflix. Now, if you want to know more about BuzzFly, we have a options made simple. Jonathan, can you show them how to go listen to that? It's Netflix. We did a Netflix trade, right, Jonathan?
Yeah, you're right. Typo. Hang on. Thank you.
Also, there's a typo on the old school dates. Adam, you got to put the new old school dates in there. You got 2021, I think the year is wrong. Yeah, we'll demonstrate that in a second for you, PJ. Take it away, Jonathan. What are we going to show him?
I got to fix this typo real quick, Tom. Sorry about that.
Okay. Did everybody understand next Monday I'll have a live get together with my old school people? I just want y'all to understand that it's not on the schedule. I just put it on there. Next Monday at 10. 228, Lawrence, 228.
Okay. If you want to access this spreadsheet, you can do so with the link I'll post in the chat. The video triggered while we were updating that. So did TLT. Before we go back to the market, though, if you want to watch the BuzzFly recording, go to the members area, scroll over resources, go to resources and tutorials.
Is everybody following Jonathan? I'm not following him. Is everybody following? Okay, keep going, Jonathan. They're following you.
Once you're to the resources page, scroll down to find options DTI style. You've got 10 lessons here. The 5th one is on the buzzfly. You can click on buzzfly to watch the recording. Buzzfly is a broken wing butterfly. Tom calls it a buzzfly. And you can get the slides from that session in the link right below that.
That's a very well organized website. I'll say that.
Oh yeah, the new website's great.
Yep. All right, everybody understands they have questions. They can go to dtitrader.com/help. And I'm about to go cut a couple videos for youtube.com at TBUZ TNT. So, Henry, how many people we got in YouTube right now? Henry? $822 over 6,264 views. All right, we're getting there. Think we can get to 1,000? I can with y'all's help. Tell people about it. It's totally free. In fact, if you refer somebody there, let us know. Might do something special for you. All right, so we've done a Netflix trade and we haven't done an XLE trade. We will do it if it goes above 89.17. That's the status of our trading.
And if you go to the spreadsheet, there's 2 tabs. Make sure you go to the second tab at the bottom. And it's going to take you to the first tab by default. Go to the second tab. Might be able to fix that if I just reorganize it here. I'm going to click on the link now and tell me if it takes you to our tab from today by default now. All right, thanks, Carlos. Good deal. XLE is at 88.95. That's where I got it right now. We have an alert at 89.19. Video's triggered and that's up to 134.17.
Yeah, I've got, I'm going to pass on NVIDIA. I don't want to put out 4 trades right now. So I got the XLE trade for TBUZ All-Stars and the Netflix trade, but I've got positions on NVIDIA already. And I might do something later on in the day, but right now. Barbara, put your phone number in here where I can call you. I can't find it right now, but I will and call you. Put your phone number and email, and I'll take a picture of it and call you. Waiting to take a picture. Phone number and email.
JC, the first alert that I sent out had a typo. We've been trading so much NVIDIA and not much Netflix. I said NVIDIA trade. I corrected that, sent a second alert that said correction. Updating the ticker that said Netflix.
Okay, Barbara, I'll be back to you once I'm gonna go home. I'll find it. Okay. So the only trade we've executed is Netflix, right, Jonathan?
That's right.
Okay. If you're in TBUZ All-Stars, we'll watch it. If it triggers, we'll set that trade up. I told you what I was going to do. NVIDIA's taken off, so that's got to make people smile. No, it makes me smile. All right, let's take about a 4-minute break, put our thoughts together, and wrap up. It's been a great session. I hope you enjoyed it. And we'll come back and wrap up. Hey, John, can you pull up the schedule I posted Sunday night? I'm here at the office and I forgot exactly what's next. So put that up there if you will, where I can look at it.
Okay. Hey, Tom, one other thing while we're at it, you got Chubb CB, and we have a typo here on the slide of your 10 tickers.
Yeah, it's a different symbol. You have the
Let's
symbol.
see.
You have the symbol.
The Chubb Limited is CB, but the number is wrong. We had a typo on the number here, your resistance level, your trigger for the week.
Do you have the numbers, or do I need to give them to you?
The numbers you gave us had the typo, and I'm not sure who typed it out, but whoever didn't recognize it.
Well, I'm trying to understand though. Is the trigger number 98, 95, 55?
No, the stock, okay. The stock is trading at 263.
I guess that was a good buy then, huh?
It was. It opened the week at 259.87.
That's what I'm talking about, folks. That's what a lot of people do. They put prices that are unreasonable and then they claim victory. I promise you I didn't do that, but I had to make a joke about it though. All right, CB is the symbol, right? About to give you the number, okay?
Sounds good.
Correct the record. 265.55 trigger. Mike, I'm not trading KLAC. I'm just not trading it. And as far as DJT2, I've got a cloud over it to July the 11th. July the 11th.
Thanks for the number on CB, Tom. There's your schedule.
Okay, let's look at it. Tuesday. There we are. I'd say we killed a couple there. Now, if you're in TNT, who's in TNT here? All right. Let's do a time check. It's 12 o'clock at 1:30 in TNT. I'm putting a trade in TNT at 1:30. Can y'all remember that? I got a trade that's going to make you smile. That's TNT. Okay. Old school next Monday. Wednesday, we have the 8 o'clock night Wednesday school line. I want to talk about Wednesday. why don't we do, Jonathan, a 3 o'clock, add a 3 o'clock training session for all the services at 3 o'clock on Wednesday? Make it 3:30.
3:30 Wednesday afternoon. Sounds good.
Yeah, we're going to cover what we're going to cover there. I want to show you the roadmap. I want to show you MTI, and I want to show you a couple things on the platform that I use, because Mike pointed out at Sawgrass just how valuable it was. He did a one-on-one with me, and I'll show you how I've got mine set up to make it easy peasy to put trades in. Okay. Now, before we wrap up, we got the 3:30. Let's, if we can, Jonathan, go to Tasty Trade and showing how to do a buzz fly. They wanted to know on Tasty Trade how to do a buzz fly. Just demonstrate step by step. Just say what you do and all that. I'll call it out. 690 is where we're going long, so he's going to buy on the ask side.
Right.
700 is what we're going to short, so he's going to sell on the bid side.
So hang on, slow down here. Come down the ask column, click on the 790 or 690 call strike for the ask. That's how you buy it. That's step one.
Step two, I'm going to sell the 700.
Come down the bid column, find the 700 call. Left click once on that.
You'll notice that's $4.27 if it was a straight vertical spread. But we're going to sell that one again and buy the $5 one up, which means we're going to cut the cost of exposure by 50% using the buzz fly technique. And tell them how to do that, Jonathan. They highlight that middle one, right?
Yeah, we want to sell another 700. So to do that, you left click the line item. You can see it highlights it. Come down here to the bottom where it says quantity. Click it up to 2. And now you can see it says buy one of the 690, sell 2 of the 700s. And we've got to add one more additional leg, which was buying the 705. So we come down the ask column, find the 705 call, left click on the asking price. And we now have the full call buzz fly intact. You can verify, buy 1, sell 2, buy 1. You can verify down here at bottom left as well. You can also see the price has been cut in half, basically.
But see, the reason I like doing a buzz fly directional play that way, I could put out half the exposure for the intended move and get paid. I love it. It doesn't hurt you. It helps you. And with Tasty Trade, I find it easier to do the buzz fly than think or swim. John, how do you do the think or swim one?
On think or swim, we have a option chain of Netflix. Go to July 19th, hold down your, I like to just point and click. So hold down the control button on your keyboard, bottom left of your keyboard on the Windows-based keyboard at least. Hold the control button down, and then you can left click on the ask and bid prices for your respective legs. So left click on the asking price of the 690 once. We can left click on the bid price of the 700 twice. Click it once to add one leg, click it another time to add a second leg, and then click the asking price. We're left clicking, by the way, for the 705. And now your buzz fly is built that way. You could also,
That's an easy way to do it the way you just did it.
that's the easiest way, in my opinion. You could also right click on your starting strike and choose buy butterfly. You're not going to find a buzz fly. You have to click butterfly, and then you have to come down here and change your strikes. I think I clicked on the wrong. Or it loaded in the preset, kind of strange, I guess, but it loaded in the preset based on your middle strike. But you have to just change your strikes either way. And
So we're up about 15 cents on that trade. If you do 100 of them, you're up $1,500. That's how valuable these sessions are. One day, right? All right, Jonathan, let's go back to the final slide with the old school. Let me make sure everybody heard what I said on the slide. All right, get signed up starting Monday. Between now and July, I'll be doing Monday live trading before and after the class. And the dates of the class are when, Jonathan? July something, right?
Yeah, give me just a second. I was going to repost the link into the chat, and I'll go to the last night's presentation and remind myself of the dates that we have scheduled out.
Yep.
While we're doing this, if you need the slides, they've been posted 5-6 times in the chat. Just scroll up to find the latest posting of the slides. There's the sign up at dtailtrader.com/oldschool or give us a call. Now, let me find the slides from last night and we will take a look at what we got here schedule wise.
Hey, Herman, thanks for signing up for old school. Kelly told me you signed up.
July 9th, 10th, and 11th from 3 to 5 p.m.
Everything will be recorded.
Plus your Monday live trading you'll be doing over the next month and a half or so.
Yep. The other announcement I made, I said at 1:30, I have a TNT trade I'm putting out there. I want to keep y'all fed because it's fun to listen to your love letters. All right, we did a Netflix trade. XLE is not triggered. We'll watch it the rest of the day. If it goes, we'll be in TBUZ All-Stars. Any last minute questions for us before we head down the highway? I still have some pre-split options available and left in my account on NVIDIA. When you got 500, it takes you forever to get rid of them, doesn't it? Could be a lesson there. No, I'm not going to do any more trades today, Bruce. I think I've overproduced. Is there a symbol area on the members area on the net? I don't know, Jonathan. Is there a symbol area on the Netflix trade?
Well, there initially was, since I sent out a NVIDIA typo, but that's since been corrected. You might just need to refresh your screen.
Refresh your screen. Market's closed tomorrow, but I'm not. I'm going to be working. I have a training session for all you invited at 3:30 tomorrow. Keep the money coming, right? That's what we do. I like NVIDIA. NVIDIA's, man, there's no reason to get out of it. I had a great discussion with Chris this morning. We were talking about it. I said, this week we might want to be out of those shorter term options, but I'll put on some more. I'll put on some more until the run's over. Jonathan, I'm going to call you and then I'm going to go do the videos. And post in there how they can sign up for YouTube. Thanks, Dinosaur. He's going to post a link in there to sign up for YouTube. I got 2 videos coming out today. Let me go make it. Thank you.